Hey YouTube, this is the Purple One and welcome back. More boots on the ground, trying to catch up. I will never catch up, and that's a good thing because that means people are giving me information so I can share it. And that's good because things are changing rapidly in this country and we need to wake up people. I want to say this, and not to be snotty, not to be mean. A lot of people send me videos to watch, and I'm going to be frank and honest with you. If I just watched the videos people sent me, I literally would probably be up 6 to 8 hours a day just watching videos. So I cannot. Now, if you have a short little video that's a couple minutes, that's real important, I can watch those. But when you send me a 20, 30-minute video, there's no human possible way I can watch it. And I hate being rude to people, but I can't do it. It's impossible. I probably have 20 videos that people want me to watch just this morning. So I appreciate you trying to give me some information, but I can't do it. It's more important that I get to be able to communicate with people, throw some information out to you, and then I also have to prep myself. I have to make a living myself. I have to do a million things. My day probably is a 14-hour day minimum. So I appreciate you trying to help me, but I can't. And to be honest with you, if I was going to watch a video, which there's so many good things to watch on, I'd be watching right now how to make cheese, how to find more edible things, how-to videos, knowledge. That's what's important right now, because I know what's happening. I know the collapse is on purpose. I know there's a lot of evil people behind it, but I can't affect that. I can't change that. All I can do is warn people and then prep. I'd rather stack green beans in my pantry and do some gardening and play with my grandkids. That's just the honest truth. But don't be discouraged that I'm not going to watch your video. There's just no time. If it's that important, please do a YouTube channel. Get somewhere where you can put that information out. Let me get right in. I'm wasting time. Trying to catch up, but I can't. All right. This is from a building inspector up north. He says by 2030, it will not be legal to have alternative heating, only electricity. That's because they're putting so many new building codes in that's going to eliminate a lot of stuff. More uniform codes for the world. They also live in a small town. Last fall, turkey and quail were stolen right from their barn. And this spring, they had one piglet stolen. So there's crime out there, even in the country. Their daughter, while working, had their windshield broken, and she also had her windshield wiper stolen. This is southern Wisconsin. Gas is at $4.80. They had to drive into Chicago, and gas there was $5.87. Let's go over to central Montana. Home Depot. There was pallets of products all over the store, and they asked why, and it was told to them that fuel prices are going to go up, and they were going to empty out warehouses because they might not get any more trucks in July. Also, chicken feed bought right from the mill. The person asked the mill worker about the wheat crop, and it was 60% of winter wheat was scrubbed, so it's not going to be used. Not enough moisture. This is a single lady in her 50s. She's in a condo in South Florida. She found my channel. She's starting to buy extras, but she's no space. She has a small place. She has no gun. She has no man she can rely on. And there's lots of people like this, so I think I gave her my number. Hopefully she calls me. I can just give her some advice, give her some encouragement. She needs to hook up with some other like-minded people. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be another single lady, so they can work together. They can bounce ideas off of her. If you're out there by yourself, don't get discouraged. You can do it by yourself, and more importantly, if you can get a neighbor or two that's into prepping, so be it. This is from Texas, San Antonio, $6.19 for diesel. His fiance works at a local military hospital in the wound care unit. They have a shortage of all gauze bandages, all these medical people are telling us these problems. Some are even saying stock up stuff. Stock what you need to take care of your family. I've seen it. In the world, you will find a doctor, but you will not find consumables, be it all the little stuff you need to treat a wound, to treat an illness. The doctor will have his ability to treat, but he will not have the actual little things you're going to need. Your job to stock those, from 4x4s to gauze to whatever you need. This is sort of sad. I actually laughed about this one. They went to Dairy Queen in Ohio. Luckily, they had the ice cream, so they enjoyed an ice cream. But they had no receipt paper to print them a receipt. Only in America. This is Middle Tennessee. Another one of these. Great Value dish soap out of stock for weeks at their local Walmart. Kitchen matches out of stock at their local Walmart. Very important things. Also, she went to the local feed store. Livestock feed, hard to get. The owner, when he orders it, only gets half of what he orders, and the prices are going up. This is good old Hank. Hank is over-the-road trucker. I had a uncle named Hank. So Hank, be safe out there. He says he pulls in and delivers. Warehouses are full of supplies, but there's little movement going around at the warehouse. He says there might be a couple forklift operators running it. Few docks are being used out of a dozen. He had to take a pay cut, about 25 to 40% less. He said he heard a store worker complaining at the store about changing the sticker for the 7th time on a product. You know, frequent price changes are occurring. Eastern Canada, Walmart. The lady noticed a huge amount of new stuff, a lot of stuff, and it's already being put on sale. She went in to get some shirts, and the worker checking her out asked his supervisor, do we offer the hangers to the people? And the supervisor says, do not offer. If they don't ask, take them. If they do ask, give it to them. So is there a shortage of hangers eventually down the road? Or someone just trying to save some money and send them back to the factory? This is Southern West Virginia. This is United States Postal Service. This is a national increase, so I'd love to hear more from other people when they renew their post office box. The old price was $110. The new price, $198. That is unbelievable. That's $88. That's like probably 40% inflation on that, if someone could do the math. Southeastern New Mexico, bleach is up to $5.29 a gallon. I have noticed that personally. I could not believe it. It is unbelievable. Bleach. Gas was $4.09 2 weeks ago. Now it is $4.96. This is Tennessee. Tennessee, they've had a blackout, and it's been going on for 3 days now. It started on Saturday with 500 homes. Now it's up to 3,500 on Monday, today. No one can explain why this is happening, why the power out, but they're trying to restore it. So if you can add anything to this, in Tennessee, I think it's Lawrenceburg. Let's move on. This is a two-man operation. They cut firewood, and they also have a sawmill and provide rough-cut sawmill lumber. Their tractor caught fire and burned it down, totally destroyed. The insurance company wrote him a check, but the check does him no good because he could not find a tractor to buy, and he is out of business till he can get that tractor running. He also said the Propel powdered drink went from $1.98 to $2.49, about a 50-cent jump. Crazy. This guy works in a machine shop in South Carolina. He did a really short one. Machinist shortage. All materials have doubled. Aluminum hard to get, and deliveries all late. Short but sweet, but gets the point. 4 months ago, this guy bought 100 fiberglass electrical fence posts at Tractor Supply. He paid $1.25 each. Today, they are $2.29. That's $1.04, almost 50%. This is someone that works on wind turbines and solar panels for a Midwestern electric company. They say the general public has no idea how unstable our grid is. He had some prices on megawatts. In 2020, they were like $5.90 a megawatt. 2022, they're $265. I don't know if they vary a lot more than this, but you can see a price increase when there's a high demand for power. He said, it's going to get ugly and we might already be in trouble. This is Northwest Arkansas. No DEF. That's the diesel exhaust fluid that you add to the fuel. No DEF fluid anywhere in that area. This is a driver of a large company based out of New Jersey. He's out of New Jersey. His side mirror was actually stolen from his rig. Unscrewed, not just knocked off. taken away, stolen. That made him have to be towed back to the garage because federal law, you cannot drive without a mirror. A DOT guy would probably yank his license if he was caught with that truck on the road. So far he's been waiting for a week. So for a week he has not been working because he can't drive his rig. They have no idea when they can get that mirror in. His supervisor said many trucks are down to the lack of parts. Comment was made in the post to me, is this the new thing? You can't get a part, so just go out and steal one? It could be. Let's go over to a large extermination company in Ontario, Canada. 15% increase on price of chemicals, but that's just small potatoes compared to the gas. They have 4 trucks on the road 5 days a week, and they are $3,000 over budget this month on their fuel. And next month it will be worse because fuel has gone up a lot more. Odessa, Missouri. They have only one store in their town, and I don't know if it's a grocery store or what. I'm assuming some type of grocery or general merchandise. This store will be closing in July, so Odessa, Missouri. And they say a lot of elderly people have to walk to this store to get what they need. This is not good. This is just another example of what's happening to the United States. A slow collapse. Let's move over to Western North Carolina, just north of me. These people buy their propane early for the winter. Last year they bought it and it was $2.79 when it was delivered. Now it is $3.39. This is a local Kroger in Kentucky. Lots of empty shelves in the meat section, dairy section, frozen food section, soft drink section. And she calls it fronting. A lot of fronting going on in the store. That's where you move everything up to the front to make it look full. She went down one aisle. She thought the people were restocking. They weren't restocking. They were reorganizing, trying to make the store look like they had more products than they actually do. They also said that the Keystone meat products, when she was in there at the local Kroger in Kentucky, was still $7.99. This thing has gone up to $10 or $11 or more. So if you're in that area, you need some canned meat. They still have it at their old price of $7.99. This guy works at a supermarket in upstate New York. They can't get any turkey in, no idea when. They have shortage of peanut butter, and canned items are exploding in price. His words, exploding in price. They're a small store, so usually people were friendly, but not anymore. People are more agitated. They're even complaining a lot more. So this is a short boots on the ground for you. I might even get another one up this afternoon or evening just to try to catch up. I appreciate what you're putting out to me. If you have anything, southernprepper1@yahoo.com. southernprepper1@yahoo.com. A lot of people say, Dave, I don't think this is important, but I'm going to give it to you. It is important. It is a data point that you are providing. Some of the data points I don't put out here because I'm just getting so much. A lot of them are repeats of what are said. But to me, that's important because I'm gathering this data. Things are not looking good. Just keep prepping, keep praying, and be ready to help your neighbor. You need help to get through what's coming. A lot of you think, oh, it's Mad Max. I'm going to be hiding in my house with my AR-15, and the first person that comes across my lawn, I'm going to shoot. It might develop into that. I have no idea, but you know what? You're going to have a time period where there's going to be bad times. People are going to be hungry. That is the time to build relationships. Some of you said, and sort of made fun of my channel when I talked about peanut butter and jelly, you have to make friends. You think your neighbor is not going to loot you because, oh, I showed him my peanut butter and jelly, I gave him a sandwich, now he's going to come back. You know what? He's going to come back no matter if you give him anything or not. I've been over there when society has fallen apart. They loot every building in sight. Yes, they start with some of the more important ones, but guess what? In a very short period, every building is knocked down. Every building has its doors ripped off. Every building has been gone through. And then, after they go through all the buildings, they come back through again and see what else they can take. So, your house is eventually going to be targeted. You might as well build a team up. Yes, you might have crappy neighbors right now, but there's some good people out there doing just like you're doing, hiding behind your door, not willing to put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. You better have a team because nobody's getting through this by themselves. Thanks for watching.